How we doing today? We're going to be doing your August monthly. See what's going on. We're going to be using the Prairie Majesty Oracle deck. Kind of get a question and see where we're guided. All right. You guys ready for this? Let's go. What do we got going on for Capricorns? We have Soothe. Am I receiving peace? So this might be some kind of soothing energy. Endure. Where is my strength? And you being able to find your strength, we do have B under there. How can I be myself as absolute? So I think it's about being yourself. The more you tend to be yourself, I feel like the more you're able to allow your strength to shine. And I think that's what that endure is, that good versus dark, light versus dark. It's embracing both the sun and the moon type of energy. But it's also about where's your peace at, you know? And I feel like this might be a good time to be around water, be out in nature. Um, we do have this river that's flowing. So it's also about, are you flowing? I like this energy, you know? I think it's more about knowing your strength and allowing yourself to just find some kind of peaceful situation or just allow a situation to just be peaceful. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Maybe some kind of creative spark comes from this. Might be your current energy is like you're thinking about that fire or passion, and that could be where that strength is coming from. Ooh, we have the Knight of Cups. This might be some kind of creative endeavor that you're putting some love towards, or you're at least putting some opportunities. This could be a love offer coming in. What do we got going on consciously? What? Feeling like you left something out in the cold? A little anxious, are we? Subconsciously. All the cards fell out. We're not going to take those. See what's leaving. Yeah. That Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady progress. It's coming in. Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles. I like it, actually. Kind of like maybe you're in the scatterbrained energy, especially with the Ace of Fire. You get all these thoughts going in your head, and maybe you're needing to like take a moment, take a break, especially when it comes to maybe love offers that are coming in or um, somebody coming in to apologize. This also could be some kind of creative endeavor that you decide to take action on. You've been thinking about it for quite a while. It's kind of lighting a fire, and then you have the movement, especially with this Knight of Cups, to express whatever that is. Consciously, you're thinking about this Five of Pentacles. It's like walking away from something subconsciously, but I think this is more of a mindset, but you could be leaving somebody or something out in the cold. Subconsciously, I think you're thinking about the situation, maybe overthinking your head, maybe having a couple sleepless nights. But I am drawn to this one little white bird. That's kind of like the clarity of the situation. So I feel like once you kind of figure the anxiety portion out and how to really deal with that, it starts to change. We do have the Nine of Pentacles is what's leaving you, and I feel like that's that slow, steady growth, even the slow pace of something, which starts to bring in this Nine of Pentacles, which I really like. That's starting to see the fruits of your labor, starting to feel confident, starting to feel good, getting out there, expressing yourself. And if you notice, there's that white bird again. So, really nice energy. But a lot of it, I think, is about knowing where your own personal strength is and focusing on what makes you, let's see how I want to say this, what makes you peaceful or what allows peace in your life. It's like a soothing energy. So, like, it's kind of like those thoughts and desires that you do. And when you take action on that, especially with this Knight of Cups and pouring your love and your heart and your soul into a situation, but it is very soothing. Like it feels good, it feels right. But consciously, I think it's like maybe you feel like you're still kind of locked out from something. You got that temperance with the Ace of Wands. So it's like have patience with your dreams, whatever those are. And I think you just need a solid plan to that action that you care about, that you love, that you want to put into place. Or this could just be you like setting some kind of bounds with an apology or somebody that's coming into apology. Apologize. I feel like this is more about the things you're dreaming about and it's like you have to be patient with it. You can take your time type of energy. Don't get overwhelmed with the situation. You're much stronger than you think you are. You just kind of have to be who you are. And by doing that, I feel like there comes some decisive action about, where you're going to move and where you're going to take this opportunity to show yourself or show that love that you have. And like I said, this could actually be like a player that you've been trying to balance things out with, and you're just needing to decide whether or not you're willing to take some kind of apology from them, or you're just gonna leave them out in the cold. Because subconsciously you're thinking about when really that growth has just been like really, really slow, and you just want to focus on your own confidence. I guess if you're in some kind of love situation. And I think that's where you start receiving some kind of peace. But whatever it is, it's definitely a judgment call, especially if you've been dealing with a player. All right, we're gonna try not to get too much into the love. There's a little bit here. So whatever you're leaving in the cold or whatever like you're walking away from, I feel like it's more about having a more joyous energy, a more joyous spirit, and getting out, playing, having fun, enjoying life, playing the music. And I really, really like that. It's a good energy. So definitely like focusing on your dreams, balancing those dreams out, putting some kind of plan in action, especially when it comes to your heart's desire, or even stepping into that light of making something happen that deep down you desire. I feel like starts to open or puts you in a path that allows you to shut the door to the things that don't serve you anymore and kind of opens the door to celebrations. Yep, there's that love situation right there. Subconsciously, I think you're thinking about a lover. It's got you all stuck in your head up at night. Or this could just be a really massive choice that you need to make. Take it how it resonates. All right, tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. All right, tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. I love this. I know, it's weird. I feel like kind of what leaving you is the non-action. Like the Queen of Pentacles to me is the one who kind of sits on her throne and you know she knows how to how it's built. So for me, it's not like the nurturing or the nature or the care or the confidence is leaving. It's the more about being still or being stuck or moving at a snail's pace type of energy. On the plus side, your money does look good this week, but it's about being open to new people, new things, being open to what your soul desires, and being confident that you throw caution to the wind and you become that queen of wands and you find your inner strength, you find your inner desire, and you make it happen. So I feel like this week it's about you getting into this place of resolution, knowing that your dreams take time. It takes patience. Getting some kind of solid, steady plan in order to put action into the things that you desire. You know, I feel like this is you maybe walking away from a mindset and focusing more on the joy of a situation. And subconsciously, like, there's always going to be that anxiety in the back of your head. Or maybe that's what you're feeling, especially when it comes to a big decision, a big choice, or this could be about a lover and just really kind of done moving at a snail's pace. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. Like, he does move. He finishes, but he does move, but it's very slow. And I feel like you're starting to be more action oriented and expressing that in some way, shape, or form, you know? And whatever it is, I feel like it's nurturing to you. So I feel like it's a good week, good month to allow yourself to kind of enjoy that flow, that piece of life. And I always say that because the river's in there. And it's soothing, it's healing, it's good. But also knowing where your strength is, allowing yourself to really balance out the light versus the dark, especially with that temperance. And just be you, be who you are. All right, let's get you some oracle cards. I feel like those are always loud. All right. So definitely a good month to focus on your dreams, have a little bit of patience, make a plan, take action on an opportunity. Maybe I feel like take a break with this Five of Pentacles, kind of shut it out, take a moment, express your funness, joy, get out, do things with family. This could be a celebration, get together, work through the anxiety of a situation. You know, I feel like you can do that kind of in the background and really let go of the slow paced type of energy and really put in play whatever that Queen of Wands is for you. Your confidence, your dreams. What are you building? Creator fire coming out. I like that. It might be a good time to like light a candle and I don't know, do some spookiness. Anything else? No. All right. Feed your artist. That's what I was saying. Feed your artist. It reminds me of the Queen of Wands. That too. Fire is about desire, passion, craving, beauty. It burns. It's let it ignite your soul. But I feel like creator fire, this might be like a good time to light a candle, do some magicy stuff, maybe sit by a campfire and feed who you are. Feed the artist inside you. You know, maybe write a book, read a book, write a journal, read a journal. Like, do your magicy stuff. Ooh, I like this too. Step ahead is all you need. So one foot in front of the other. I like it. And be grateful. So I really like this. I guess if this is a love situation for some of you, I feel like one, Are you getting peace out of the situation? Like, is it serving you? You know, does it give you strength? Does it allow you to be who you are? So maybe those are some of the questions you need to ask yourself this month. All right. What do we got going on with Servitor? What is it, Capricorn, you need to let go of this month? This Capricorns need to let go of this month. Ooh, surrender addictions and all the things. Ooh. Surrender your ego. Let your ego drop. Cultivate gratitude. We did say that earlier. Be grateful. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And I think that's part of being you too. It's dropping maybe the ego facade and being open and grateful. What is it you're learning from whatever situation you are? You know, what is the slow pace or the patience of whatever you're thinking about or desiring? What is that? What are you getting from that? Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness to communicate in a more empowered way. Stay centered and hear someone out. They offer a clean, non defensive response. And I feel like that's that apology that's coming in. And then we have surrender your addiction. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it in a healthier alternatives. And that could be, part of what that piece is that you're needing. All right, my beautiful Cappies, that's what I have for you. You guys have a great day. Thanks.